Thanks for taking some time out of your busy day today to join us. I'm Aubrey, and I'll be co-hosting today's webinar with Josh from Hirsch Gift. Josh will be discussing some brands and how they are trending in today's market. If you don't already know, Hirsch Gift offers premium retail brands, and today we will learn more about the benefits of selling those brands with Josh. As a bonus, after Josh's presentation, I'll run you through the best way to find brands on Distributor Central, and we'll go over any questions that you have. Now I'm just going to hand it over to Josh.
Hey everyone, so yes, my name is Josh. Last name is Poshpishal. A lot of people just call me Popsicle because it's the easiest thing to do because my last name's crazy. But I am the Key Accounts Manager here at Hirsch. I've been here almost a whopping 1 year, but I'm definitely not new to the industry. If you know me and you've seen my face elsewhere, I was with KTI Promo previously, and I've moved over here and feel super lucky to be a part of such an awesome organization and company as a whole. They're coming in every day it's a blast. I love being here and being able to talk about like brands, like retail brands that I use day in and day out. It was such an easy transition to come in here and start talking about these products and presenting right off the bat, because I use them every day, and I think that most of y'all and your customers do too. And that's why we've seen that resurgent, or the popularity in promo for the need of branded retail products. So before I talk about stuff that's sitting right here, just to give you a quick backstory on Hirsch. I feel like most people know Hirsch, but there are those few that don't. So we've been around for 20 years. We celebrated our 20th anniversary in late of 2021. So been around the block for just a minute. Started out selling like Crystal Awards and so forth, and now obviously we are in the brand market, partnered with our first retail brand in 2013, which would be JBL. You may have heard of them, carried in Best Buy, Amazon, Target, just about everywhere. And then now we've expanded. We now have over 50 different retail brands. My guess is probably by the end of the year we're going to be pushing close to 60, if not a little more, just depending on where we're at. And you can see I also I don't do PowerPoints very well. I love to present live. It's just kind of like my nature. If you stick me on a PowerPoint, I'm going to just totally drift off some from time to time, but I like to do them from our beautiful showroom. So let's drop that down so you can see I am coming to you live from the Hirsch Gift showroom, not just a conference room with a white background. This showroom is absolutely stunning and beautiful, so I love to show it off. We also love to do tours here. If you are not local here in Houston, it doesn't matter. If you have a customer or a team that you would like to show our showroom to, and to get a feel for every single brand that we carry, just shoot me an email. It's joshuap@hirschgift.com, and we can set up a virtual tour. I have a fantastic art team that makes me feel like a celebrity who follows me around the showroom while I do a beautiful backwards walk to talk about all of our different products and brands, and so forth. And of course, if your customers are on here, we will keep it very end buyer friendly and just go brand and product and give a little backstory of each for them. I mean, sometimes it's good for them to see that, right? So then they can see a full offering and gamut of like, oh, that'll work for this event and that'll work for this event. My employees will really like this. That's a useful item for their desk and so forth. It can generate a ton of ideas for you and your customers as a whole. So with that, jumping into the products and such, again, we offer over 50 different retail brands. It sounds like a lot. It is a lot. And the perception is people will think, oh, well, they'll just bring on any and every brand that wants to partner with them, which is absolutely not the case. We are very selective about who we bring on and who we partner with. We've stopped relationships. We've stopped negotiations on relationships because they couldn't meet certain criteria that we have set in place. So I just kind of want to go over some of that criteria just so you know the things that are super important to us when we're bringing on these brands to offer to you all. So one of the main things is stock. We know that's super important. We got to have it. So we like to do everything here in our, we like to stock, print, do all of it here at our Hirsch Gift warehouse here in Houston. We don't like to rely on others for us to pull stock from all the time. We want it here. We're control freaks in that manner. We want to make sure what we're offering to you is here in our warehouse. So one, if they won't let us stock the items, instant cut, not going to do it. Second is printing. We want to be able to print on all of the products here. We do everything in-house. There is a couple of pieces of crystal, and then there's one custom backpack that we don't print here, but it's printed in Italy. Everything else we do in-house: laser engraving, 4-color process, digital prints, pad print, even embroidery. We have a small embroidery hub for some of our backpacks here. So again, we like to do it all. We need for our partners to let us have that capability to print on these products for you. Another thing that's important when we're printing is that we're holding all of the warranties in place. That's another thing. We don't want to print on a product and avoid the warranty. We see on the lovely social media channels that we're all a part of, the lovely Promotional Products Professionals Facebook group and so forth, when people are requesting stuff like Apple products, right? Whenever you're getting these products, let's just say you want those Apple AirPods, right? You have them printed on by someone who isn't certified through Apple to print on them. That warranty is completely voided. If it drops in water or whatever, the customer who gets that piece, it's done. They have to pay to replace it. Whereas when you're working with us, whether it be JBL or any of our brands, they will get replaced for you for free or fixed from the actual retailer. You can reach out to JBL and Targus and so forth. Like Targus has a lifetime warranty on their backpack. So if a zipper breaks, you can send it back to them and they'll fix it and send it right back to you, logo still intact on it. If for some reason it has to be replaced, the entire bag has to be replaced for some reason, then we could, they would send it to us, we could print on it and then ship it back out for you or your customer. Those are very important. And then one of the last things we really like to do too is we're not going to stock every single piece that you see on, let's just say BrewMate is a fantastic example, right? We're going to carry certain SKUs on our website that we see will do best within the promotional product market. Slim can holders and so forth. And we're going to stock your standard, those corporate promo colors, black, white, navy, stainless, maybe a red here and there, just depending. But we want access to our brand's entire catalog. And again, BrewMate is a fantastic example because we all know they've got onyx leopard, or if you know me, hot pink and so forth. Those aren't items we're going to stock, but we want to be able to have access to them to offer them to you, so that way your customers can get them if needed with a print, and it still holds that warranty. So if you do have that customer that needs the BrewMate Toddy XL in the midnight camo or onyx leopard, shoot me an email. I will work with my purchasing team, and as long as BrewMate or whatever brand it is that we're pulling that from has the stock, we'll get it here, we'll print it, and we'll send it out. MOQs may adjust a little bit, and we can talk about that over email and so forth based on that, versus what we stock here. Our MOQs are a little different because, again, we control it, it's here. But with that said, I'm going to jump in to some product, just because I don't want to, we have 30 minutes. I want to make use of your time and not go down too many rabbit holes. Everything that I'm going to present is in stock. Stock is super important. We all have a little bit of PTSD from the Long Beach situation last year. So everything that I present, even when I'm at an actual show, I do not like to take products with me to show that I don't have stock of. It's not fair for me to say, hey, here's this really cool product, but guess what? You're gonna have to wait three more weeks for it to show. Or even a new brand. If we're bringing a new brand on, I still will not show it if I don't have stock in my warehouse, because it's not fair to you. It's not fair to your customers. I don't want to get your hopes up and then it not be here. Yes, stock changes all the time. That's a given. But again, we have a fantastic inventory. So with that said, I'm going to jump in. Let's talk product, right? Branded product, because retail brands are where it's at. Thanks to that, we saw the jump for retail brands prior to the pandemic, but the pandemic just kind of like shoved it in your face. These employers realize that a way for employee retention and to make your employees truly happy is to give them something that they're already buying. Why not, right? Let's co-brand it with JBL, with Sunbum, with BrewMate, with Patriot. Put that logo on there to add to that employees' appreciation for you, and for it's showing the employers or the employees how much the employer actually cares for them. They're giving them some sort of product that they're going to go buy and use on a daily basis. And then that company logo from here on out becomes a part of someone's everyday life. Even if they leave the company, they will keep a JBL speaker with that logo on it. And then they could end up recommending that to someone else who could go on to be an employee of that company. And that's what we want, right? We want promo to live on and on and on. We don't want it to go to a promo landfill and be a one and done. There is a time and place for that, though. I will say you got to have those smaller giveaways, but retail is where it's at right now. As we're coming into the summer months, right now, Sunbum and Burt's Bees are going to be two brands that you want to have your eye on. Side note too, both of these are made in the USA products. So if you have a customer that's really big on made in the USA items, Sunbum and Burt's Bees are perfect ways to push that. Sunbum specifically is also reef safe. So if you have cruise ship customers or customers that are going out on cruise ships, push Sunbum. They'll be able to do those excursions in the reefs, swim with stingrays, dolphins, things like that, and still wear this. Because other ones you're not able to, and then we don't want to come back looking like a burnt tomato. Burt's Bees right here is owned by Clorox. They didn't have stock for quite some time because, you know, they had bigger fish to fry. We had a pandemic to handle and so forth, but now they have stock. The Essentials and the Tips and Toes kits are two of our most popular pieces. You'll see you get everything in here, and then we'll do a decal sticker right on the front. It's the only piece that we have that we will actually do a sticker on. Everything else is a full-on print. We also, again, Sunbum, walk into Target, walk into Walmart, usually your local grocery stores, whatever, always have Sunbum products available. They have jumped in the retail space tenfold. This is their #1 selling kit right here. It's the Day Tripper kit. Yes, we know there are other suppliers in this promotional market that carry Sunbum, but we are the only ones that have access to the Day Tripper kit. It includes your sunscreen, your cool down lotion, and then a lip balm as well. And I'm actually going to open this real quick and take this out, set that off to the side. This is the default bag that it comes in. You'll see the Good Vibes Only over here, and then we'll do a one color, we'll do a screen print right here, or a heat transfer on the back if you needed that larger logo space. I'm gonna open this right here. You'll see everything is already included right on the inside. We've seen this do really well outside of the cruise ship customers. Think of like a golf event or some outdoor event where you can actually send us, let's just say it's a golf event, right? Golf balls, golf tees. We can drop these right inside here for you and then zip it right back up. It'll go right into that retail packaging. And then you can give this out, and then it's a nice carry along for day in and day out. It'll last longer than that golf event, but they'll have everything in this bag. Our marketing manager even was in a pinch one time and used this as a makeshift makeup bag. So it's kind of got multiple uses when you think about that. We'll drop this right back in the retail packaging. And while I'm doing that, one thing to note is everything we have retail-wise does come back in its original retail packaging. So your customers are going to get that full-on retail unboxing experience that they would if they had bought it in the store, just with the logo on it. Moving on a little bit from that and sticking with the kind of summer theme, we also have a product right here called Meter. This is more of a niche piece. It's really great for recognition programs, years of service, and so forth. This is the #1 rated Bluetooth meat thermometer on Amazon. It's got like 20,000 some odd reviews. Again, it's a Bluetooth meat thermometer. Pair it with an app on your phone, and then whatever you're cooking, put this right in, and then you can go sit on the patio or in your house while it's cooking. This will tell you the internal temp of the meat, how long is left to cook. It'll tell you when to flip it to get an even sear on both sides, like if you're doing a steak or a piece of chicken. And it's also oven safe, so think turkeys or roast you can use this for. It'll withstand heat up to 500 degrees. This end is also a thermometer, so if you think about you're smoking a brisket or ribs, this end will tell you the internal temperature of the smoker that you're using, so you know when to go back and add in those wood chips to keep that smoke flavor going. This is the charging case for it. It will last to at least 12 hours. And I only know this from personal experience because I smoked a brisket one time. Taste, that's on me, but the meat looked perfect. We'll do a 4-color process or a laser engraving on it. magnets on the back so you can slap to the side of the fridge or whatever whenever you're done. There's an original and a plus that we offer. The originals, they're both the same. It's just your Bluetooth range that's different. Your original gets you about 33 feet, and the plus gets you about 100, 110 different feet. So again, it's, do you want to chill on the patio or do you want to go chill inside? Just depends on your preference. And then we also brought in one of the last brands we brought in 2021 is going to be a brand called Serene House. Serene House is anything and everything like your essential oil aroma diffusers. That's what they are. Our number one seller, their number one seller is a Serene House Ranger. It's relatively small, almost the size of the palm of my hand. This one, the price point is fantastic on it, and the logo space is really what sells it right here. All you'll do is you'll take 3 drops of the essential oil, put it in here, and then fill it up to the fill line with water, plug it in, and you're good to go. We have them on the sales floor here, so perfect for office space where there's a lot of people there, because we know, especially maybe by a kitchen where some odd smells can come, if someone cooks maybe burns the popcorn, cooks some shrimp in the microwave, we know those smells travel, or even like a spa or a doctor's office, things like that, where you need to keep that a good smell consistently going. We also sell the essential oils from Serene House themselves, but really, if you don't want those, any brands from Target, Amazon, so forth will work with that. Then we also, of course, have drinkware. Drinkware has jumped up in popularity for us, probably our number 2, right behind the tech, because everyone knows we sell JBL, which is our number 1, and then drinkware is right behind that. But that leads me into one of 2 give back programs that we actually have with our Patriot line of products right here. When you're thinking Arctic and the dreaded Y word, the Yeti word, Patriot is a really good alternative to that. Think your 20-ounce, 30-ounce tumblers, your hard-sided coolers, your soft-sided coolers, even down to the backpack coolers and bottles and so forth. Patriot is a fantastic alternative for that. It hits a lower price point, a more affordable price point, made with the exact same quality as Arctic and Yeti. Will hold your ice and keep your cold and hot temps exactly the same as Arctic and Yeti will, for just a fraction of the cost. And it's tied to a gift back program too. So a portion of the net proceeds of every single sale of any Patriot piece goes back to Homes for Our Troops, which helps build homes for disabled post 9/11 veterans. If you go to our website, the hg-promo.com, do the brand drop down, click on Patriot. There's a banner at the top where you can click to learn more about that and watch a couple of YouTube videos on there. It's a really good, like, it's an ugly cry event. Like, I cannot watch them without like getting like super emotional to a point where I can't talk, but it just goes to show like how important those give back programs are to Hirsch Gift as a whole. Usually when there's a home around the Houston area, we get to go out and do all that, and we will always give them a 50-quart cooler to help, just as an added bonus inside the house for them. It's again a great organization to be a part of. With Patriot specifically, your drinkware is designed kind of with the troops and the U.S. in mind, built with that. So you'll see on this piece, there's these ribs right here. That's going to stand for the 13 stripes on the American flag. If the drinkware piece doesn't have that from Patriot, they will always have 50 stars on the bottom of every single piece. It'll either be embossed or laser engraved on the bottom. And you'll see that we can do a really fantastic wrap print on here. So a lot of our, like, when you're looking at our brand drop down, you'll see Brewmate and Swig as some other drinkware alternatives that we carry. A lot of those pieces are going to be done with laser engraving only. So if you really need that good 4-color process print on a drinkware, Patriot's going to be where it's at. I mean, look at this capability right here. It's absolutely stunning. The video does not, the screen does not do it justice. It is such a beautiful piece in person. And just like I said, Patriot kind of expands on not just drinkware, but going into that lifestyle with the backpack coolers and such. This right here is the newest backpack cooler from Patriot. It'll either come in this navy or a dark gray, and then we'll do a 4-color process print right here or right on top. This baby will hold up to a 20-pound bag of ice. It's fully insulated. It's leak proof. You can put 36 cans in here if you want to. Also on the top, you'll see it's also insulated. So think like some little cool snacks, maybe some cheese and stuff you want to, Baby Bell, you want to put right up here in the top. And then the front is going to get you your standard backpack features, phone chargers, keys, your phone, maybe some earbuds and stuff like that. You can drop right in here. On the back, you'll see it's nice and cushioned. There's a bottle opener right here, and then a nifty little side pocket for you to drop whatever's needed in here. Maybe some cords or something like that can go right in there. And most of your drinkware for Patriot is going to fall in that mid to high $20 range. When you get into your backpack coolers and such, it's obviously going to go up from there into your $1,500, $200 range. Speaking of drinkware, most of our drinkware falls on like a 24 to 36 piece minimum for stuff that we carry. If we have to, like with BrewMate that I'm about to talk about, if we do a special order, obviously the MOQ is going to be a little bit different. But speaking of BrewMate, if you do not know BrewMate, that's okay. You will now be served an ad on every single social platform known to man that you're a part of, because Big Brother's always listening, right? So you'll see all sorts of ads popping up on your Facebook feed now that I have mentioned it more than one time. But BrewMate is going to be probably your newest player in that premium drinkware retail space. They actually just celebrated their 6th anniversary, so they're basically in kindergarten, and they're just growing substantially. They started out just letting social media do all the work for them. And they've grown tremendously since. So usually everything with BrewMate, their subheaders, the dehydration company, because everything with them is geared towards drinking some kind of alcoholic beverage, right? Even down to the product names. They have the Fifth, they have the Hopsolator Trio. They originated with the slim can holder for those Trulies and White Claws, and so forth. They have the Toddy, the Uncorked, the Rocks. This right here is their newest piece. It's called the Toddy XL. It's a 32-ounce mug that fits perfectly in your cup holder with a handle. This is one of their first pieces that they said is not technically geared towards drinking some kind of alcoholic beverage. It's meant to hype you up in the morning because I fill this baby up with coffee every single morning. We would laser engrave right here. And then the top, the main thing about this piece though is going to be this top. Like Yeti has that slide magnetic lock lid. This is a 100% leak-proof leak lock lid. It is now across all of the BrewMate pieces. So what you'll do is you'll screw it on, and then to drink out of it, it's already unlocked. Let's push it down. You don't just like pop it up. You can't do that. It's locked in, right? So this right here is a lever, and you'll pop it open, and then you'll open it just like that. You'll see right here, there's this. People are going to ask if it's for a straw. It's not for a straw. This is actually a magnet for this metal piece right here. So it snaps to that side. So when you go to take a drink, it's not going to hit you in the face. The owner of BrewMate actually has a TikTok out where he's walking around with coffee inside, upside down, and then throws it onto a bed with white sheets. My anxiety goes through the roof every time I see it, even though I know it's not going to leak out. Again, every single one of their pieces are moving to this fantastic lid. So let's also now maybe move away from drinkware and get into tech. We offer a wide range of tech from a variety of brands. I'm not going to talk about JBL just yet. We're saving that baby for last. But one brand that is growing with us is going to be from a brand called Nimble. And Nimble is going to be your first truly sustainable cell phone accessory brand in the market. Prior to the pandemic, sustainable, eco-friendly items were on the rise. Obviously, it took a back seat in 2020 for a little bit, but now we're seeing this rise about 7 times over what it was in 2019 and 2018. And Nimble is where it's at. So, you know, Mofi, the former VP of Mofi, left Mofi, started Nimble. Nimble is certified B. They're carbon neutral. They're 1% certified, meaning basically any amount of plastic they use in their products, they recycle the same amount back to keep that pay it forward type of vibe going. All of their products are made from 75% recycled material. They carry everything from phone cases, phone chargers, or like charging cords, wall plugs, And then of course, power banks and wireless chargers. This power bank right here is going to be the Wally Pro from them. I love it because I can plug it straight into the wall. It'll charge this and charge my phone all at the same time. All of their products are fast charging. So this one right here is going to be a 40-watt PD fast charge. That's just about as fast as you can get. They have one piece that goes 60 watts, which is the fastest you can get. Their price ranges all the way up from like a $30 price point to a $108 price point for their products. Any of their power banks that are 10,000 mAh and above actually have corn-based components in them. I don't understand how they do that, but it works. You'll see we can do a fantastic imprint, and then you'll get their nice little recycled logo on the back. When I tell you they go the extra mile for recycling back, in every single one of their biodegradable packages, you will get a mailer with the Nimble symbol and on the back. They will send you a shipping label, and this is meant for you to send back your e-waste or your electronic waste, your old MP3 players, because we know they're still laying around, maybe like that old Razor flip cell phone that you don't need, but maybe you're just not ready to part with, but will now. CDs, DVDs. They'll take them all and recycle them back into their next round of products. Even their CDs and DVDs, they will melt down into phone cases that they will use and sell. It is a fantastic company for that. And again, all truly sustainable, not just eco-friendly, because we know we've seen that where it's just like one little piece in there. This entire company truly represents what being sustainable and eco-friendly is all about. Also, as we're coming into summer months, we know families love to sit outside at night. Maybe if you're in your pool, you can chill in the pool and watch a movie, right? It's cool to project a movie on the back of the garage or the back of the house if you can throw up a sheet, or even if you have like a portable projector screen. And a really good way to do that is going to be with this lovely Minolta projector. You can see size of my palm. It is a Bluetooth enabled mini projector. It projects a screen up to like 110 inches. So probably larger than what most need in terms of a viewing screen, but get you close to going to the movies without actually going to the theater. Anything over that 100-inch mark is going to get you about DVD quality. Anything below that's going to get you a Blu-ray quality when you're thinking of how big you're going to project it outside. Logo is going to go right here where this Intel logo is. You get the Minolta branding. We could also do a logo down here. If you don't want to connect it over Bluetooth to your laptop or your phone, you have your standard HDMI, USB, and then a micro SD slot right here as well. I'm going to pop the lens cap off the front so you can see where everything is right here. We'll put that right back on. It goes just about anywhere. So if you're going on vacation, you're renting an Airbnb, this is a good outdoor item. And what we're seeing this paired with right now is actually going to be from Hamilton Beach. It's a hot air popcorn popper. So think of like a family movie night. Again, employers are using, we sent an email blast out about this, and the kitting for both of these items, or the pairing, not the kitting, the pairing of these skyrocketed. People loved the idea of giving this to their employees to let them know that they value that for them to spend time with their family, loved ones, friends, whatever it may be. With the Hamilton Beach popcorn popper, you're going to get a logo right down either side of this. It will be a one color. This only comes in this red one, and it's just a hot air popcorn popper. Nothing fancy about it, because we know what's old is new again. We have hot air popcorn poppers were popular for a long time, and they died off, and now they're back. People love that piece, and pairing it with, again, with the Minolta projectors, gonna go so far. I know I'm running on time, a little short on time, so I want to talk about a couple more brands and then we'll be done. So Tangelo. Tangelo is a house brand of ours. When you think of your lower cost electronics that are going to hit that high teens to that $50 price point, Tangelo is going to be where it's at. But the main thing with Tangelo, it's tied to our second give back program. So now any purchase through the Tangelo product, our Tangelo product line, is going to go back, a portion of those proceeds goes back to the Kids in Need Foundation. And the Kids in Need Foundation is for any school that's considered Title I, right? So Title I schools are your schools that are 50% or more free lunch. Every staff member, every student gets a resource card where they can go to what they call a resource center, basically similar to what I'm in now, right? They will fill it with school supplies to the brim, and every student and teacher can go in and fill up their backpacks, fill up boxes, fill up their car if they need to, with as much school supplies as needed, free of charge. And in the event of a natural disaster, Kids in Need Foundation will go into that school and completely refurnish it. I talk about this all the time, and I get chills every single time. It doesn't change. Maybe it's because I have kids of my own, but I can't talk about it without it getting me in some site, like all in the feels about it. It is just great. Our #1 seller from the Tangelo line is going to be this lovely Zumiki mouse, just a Bluetooth mouse, nothing more to it. It's got a fantastic imprint area. This is really what sells this piece. This is an actual print on here. It's not a decal. And then you have this piece that's placed on after the fact, so we can get that great print for you. I gotta keep going with that one. With Tangelo, we also started getting into the backpack game. So this is there's a brand we partner with called Tucano. They're made out of Italy. They created 2 bags custom for us to put into this line because of the give back program. This is one of them. You'll see it's got the trolley strap on the back. There's a nice little pocket right here. It's padded, but the kicker here is on the inside. You'll see the Tangelo branding right all over the inside, that logo. And then we keep the branding for the Tangelo brand really subtle right here. We'll do a 4-color process heat transfer right on the front, or even embroidery, because like I said, we like to do everything here ourselves, even down to embroidery. As we're coming back into the office, we brought in a product from a brand called Quartet. It's a tempered glass dry erase board. It's right here. You'll see my lovely little notes. Email, text, call Josh, lovely 8675309. Make all of your follow-up notes on here. It's designed at an angle to sit directly between your keyboard and your monitor at home or at the office. Again, perfect for welcome back to the office gifts, new hire kits. Make all of your follow-up notes on here, trying to reduce, not eliminate, reduce that sticky note usage. So we're not looking like a crazy person from a true crime doc putting all the sticky notes around their monitor or on their desk. Make all of your follow-up notes on here, erase them when they're done. It's like in the recycle bin, emptied recycle bin, gone. And then with it being tempered glass, it is scratch resistant. And when you erase from it, you don't get that ghosting effect you do from the traditional dry erase board. There is a black marker with an eraser that's included. There's also a storage tray right on the side. You can pop this out to the other side, or if you're a heavy typer like me and you don't maybe want to hear a little bit of a rattling, you just take the storage tray out and drop it to the side. And then lastly, we do have JBL. JBL, again, is a fantastic partner of ours. We've partnered with them since 2013. I would probably be remiss if I didn't even mention them at all. But our #1 and 2 products are going to be the JBL Clip 4 and then the Flip 5 right here. Again, stock on these is at an all-time high for us. So please, order them. Again, if you know anything about JBL, all of their speakers are going to be dust-proof and waterproof. So waterproof that like these you can technically dunk in water for up to 30 minutes if you want to, and they would still work just fine. You'll see we'll do a heat transfer logo right here across the Flip 5, and then the Clip 4 does have the Monster JBL logo, so we'll do a logo right below that. Think of like your companies that have the pin logos. We would take their pin logo and likely put it right here. There is a non-slip grip on the back, and of course it's promo. Everybody loves a good carabiner clip on there. I do have one more product to show, and then I'm done. And then if there's questions, we can ask those and so forth. I know I've gone over a little bit, but I'm gonna take my camera, my webcam off of here. We're gonna have a little bit of a Blair Witch moment. So I'm going to step out of the angle. Let me grab the laptop, turn it around. We are going to go back to BrewMate. So if you follow BrewMate, you know they really are going that extra mile to hit Yeti where it hurts. They introduced a cooler called the Brew Tank. It is a 55-quart cooler, and they really wanted to give you a cooler that you could take anywhere without having to lift with these handles that you're putting like pounds and pounds of ice in, right? So let's grab the camera. We're gonna come around here, and you're going to see this baby right here. This is going to be the Brew Tank. And I'm gonna angle it real quick for you so you can see. We'll do a one color screen print on front. You'll see there's a spout. We'll talk about that in a minute. Really all BrewMate had to do to hit Yeti where it hurts was to put wheels on it and then give you a pull along handle that lifts up. But no, they didn't do just that. They give you an EVA foam top so you can sit on it. And then when you open it up, there's a bottle opener right there. There's a dry tray, and then there's this. So just like I mentioned before, BrewMate loves to gear everything towards drinking. This is a removable drink dispenser. So think pouring margarita, sangria. If you're not a drinker, that's fine. Pour some tea or some lemonade in there. And then that spout on the front that I mentioned before, that's a spigot to pour straight out of this drink dispenser. If you don't want it in here, take out both, and then you can use it as a traditional cooler if you want. And then of course you can see we'll do a one color screen print logo right on front. Let me put that back right here. And now let me pop back into the camera screen. So that's everything. I have tons more to show you. I could probably talk for 2+ hours, and you see I don't like to take a breath all that often. So thank you for listening in. I hope you learned something today on that. And again, everything I talked about, we have stock of, so that's always a win as well. If you need to get in touch with me, my email is Joshua, Joshuap, as in Paul, at Hirsch Gift, one gift, hirschgift.com. Or, find me on social media. I'm usually out there commenting or doing some kind of post. All right, back over to you, Aubrey.
Thank you so much, Josh. That was some great information. I do have a couple of questions here. Let me just pull that up. We do have someone who's asking how they can get a little bit more information about your school program that you mentioned a little bit earlier in the presentation. Is there somewhere they can go to get some more information on that?
Yeah, we have flyers that you can always email marketing@hirschgift.com to get. Or if you're on our website, there's a tab at the top that says brand. Go ahead and click on that to load all of the brands that we carry. When you click on Tangelo in that brand tab, there's a banner at the top of the Tangelo page that lets you click on it to learn more about the foundation as well.
Awesome. And then another question is, how would samples work with Hirsch?
Just email us. Typically, we do EQP on samples for that, and then if needed, we can get them out same day.
Okay. And what was the name of that slanted dry erase board again?
It's going to be your Quartet dry erase board. The item number, if you needed, is Q, T as in Tom, dash desk.
Okay. Can any product ship to Canada?
Most of the stuff. I will say it gets a bit tricky when we're dealing with sunscreen. Okay. But everything else we're good with.
Okay. And then I have a question about that Patriot tumbler. Was the print a map on that tumbler?
It's actually like a code. Think of like a matrix code that's on there.
Oh, like a circuit. I gotcha. Okay. Yes. And then someone's asking which email to send sample requests to again?
You can email me directly. So joshuap@hirschgift.com.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I've got them all so far answered. Yeah, nope, I think we got them. So just so everybody knows, we will send this webinar out as a link to view later. So there's so much great information there that it's going to be hard to remember everything. So we'll get that information out to you guys via email and probably tomorrow, so everybody has a copy of that. And then also here at the end of the webinar, I'm just going to show you how to go find those same brands that Josh was talking about in Distributor Central and how you could even add those to a website. Most of you guys know that Distributor Central is a free service for distributors provided by great suppliers like Hirsch on Distributor Central, but you can take that account, so I'm logged into a distributor's homepage, and you can do keyword searches, of course, to find things like tumblers and earphones. And what you do after you've done that is filter out by brands. So you should be able to see all the different brands that Hirsch offers and that other suppliers offer. And if you're looking for a specific brand, you would just go through that filter here and find the brand you're looking for. So that's one easy way to narrow down the different brands that are offered. And it's going to show you only the brands that are relevant to this search. So if we were searching tumblers, we'd see some different brand names there. This also works the same way when you're adding these types of brands to your website. So you can build a website around the brands. Like let's say maybe you just want to do a retail brand type website, or you could add a list of brands to your existing website. Either way, you would just utilize the collections that you have available to you when you're editing your website. And again, you would just find that attribute for brands and pick which brands you would like to add. So in this case, I've just pulled in all the brand name items. And if I edit that filter, you can see all the brands that are available, and you can select them as you'd like, all of them or some of them. And then once you make that change and save it, it'll be available on your website. And then it'll just pull in the products that are in that attribute or have that attribute. So there's a couple different ways that you can utilize these same brands to present to your customers. And here's just an example of what a website might look like if you wanted to feature certain brands or all brands. This just happens to only have retail brand named products on it right now. I just basically picked up a template about an hour ago, added a logo to it, and picked some of these products out of a collection. So it was super easy and simple for me to do as a distributor, and this doesn't cost anything at all. So just want to make sure I showed everybody how to go out and present those products to your customers that Hirsch has been nice enough to offer through Distributor Central. If anybody has any questions for me or for Josh, obviously Josh is giving you his contact information. You can direct those to him. Can you give that again one more time?
Yeah, it's joshuap@hirschgift.com.
Okay. And then if you have any questions from the distributor perspective on Distributor Central, you can email us at info@distributorcentral.com, or you can give us a call. This is the footer of our website, so this is where you can also get this information, and we'll be able to help you get all of that set up, or if you have any other questions, we'll be able to go through those with you as well. I think we've covered all the questions. I haven't seen any new ones come in, so I think this is a good point to, oh wait, is there one more? Let's see here.
I see someone asking about our spec sample program.
Oh, program. Yes.
So we do have those. It will be EQP. And then there's a $20 spec fee attached to that to cover your setup and so forth for those.
Okay. Awesome. So what I'll do is make sure that Josh gets all of the information from today's webinar if he needs to follow up with anybody on questions, and then we'll get you guys a recorded version of this tomorrow. Thanks so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Great.
Have a good afternoon.
Bye.
Bye.